What to do with old photos. Not too long ago, we would buy rolls of film and take pictures of holiday events and vacations and then get them printed back up. Remember the Photomat stores that were located in the parking lots of shopping centers? The yellow booth. We would drive in, drop off our film, a few days later drive back and pick up the prints. I remember that quite well. My wife used to do that, and she would take pictures of the usual things that most people do, and then the best one she would enlarge and frame. And most of the others she would scrapbook. She loved to scrapbook. Well, even though my wife was an old school scrapbooker, and don't tell her I said that, but she has now transitioned to the digital age. She makes these photo albums online now. They're beautiful, some of them into books. We process it online, and then a few weeks later, it arrives at our front door, a beautiful book for not much money. Many of us have had our collection of photos stored sight unseen for decades. Nearly every family has boxes of photos and albums inherited from grandparents and other relatives. But improper storage techniques like boxes found in hot attics and dusty garages are leading to the demise of the photo. Heat, humidity, and dust are curling, warping, and causing the photochemical colors there to fade. I started my photo scanning service in October 1993. That same month, I saw over 300 of my neighbors' homes and scrapbooks burned to the ground by wildfires. Other disasters like floods and tornadoes and hurricanes, along with heat and mold, have destroyed and threatened many thousands more every year. Getting rid of old photos. While sorting and organizing old photos is a daunting task, once completed, you will feel a tremendous sense of accomplishment. The most efficient and cost-effective method is to identify, categorize, and minimize photos. I like photos with one person or a couple of people in the scene. Landscape shots of trees and mountains, pretty at the time, are now easily disposed of. Many of us took way too many photos of the same subject or actors. When deciding, look for the best smiles, framing, and lighting, and go with that one. Make your decisions quickly and move on. This is the time to declutter. When going through negatives or 35mm slides, it is a more difficult task in that you can't easily view them. Because of that hurdle, many of our clients default to our legacy photo scanning service, where we scan and they'll delete later. Properly storing old photographs now is digital images. After digitizing your favorite old family photos, you must organize the digital files. If you do not, you will soon find yourself in the disorganized world of digital clutter. Culling photos and having good file management skills are essential for quickly retrieving photos, putting all of Grandpa's files in his own folder. This entails creating folders with the names that make the most sense to you. Instead of storing images on your computer or smartphone, consider the following alternatives. Storage options include the cloud. Google Drive and Dropbox are some options. Some of them offer cost-free and a paid plan, so whatever works best for you. There's also portable storage drives, hard drives that are portable. Some of them are even fixed, so you have that option. You have the option of data discs, CD or data DVD, and USB thumb drives are a very popular way of storing all your information. Do it yourself. While attempting to scan your family's locker of photos, films, and tapes seem like a good, noble idea, just remember it will cost you time. Lots of it, given each scan on average takes 30 to 45 seconds depending on scanning resolution. Money to buy a scanner and software and cleaning supplies. And a learning curve to equip you with the techniques to make you better than an amateur. By the way, we recommend a scanning resolution of 600 dpi, dots per inch, for photographs, and 1200 dpi for 35mm slides and negatives. Higher resolution scans are usually for special applications, like blowing it up to billboard size or book printing. Photo albums. What to do with those big, bulky photo albums? Going digital is still the way. I would suggest, if possible, when scanning old photo albums, to remove the pages from the album, getting them as flat as possible. Next, arrange lighting and take photos, or use a digital photo scanner for each page. Experiment for the best results. Often the plastic page covering will cause a glare. Remove them if possible to get your shot or scan. Making scrapbooks. As I mentioned earlier, while the scrapbooking craze of the 1980s and 1990s has since faded, some people continue to make traditional albums or photo books. Digital scrapbook pages or whole books can be shared with family and friends instantly via the cloud. Several companies specialize in printing books or printing those photos into books and making them into coffee mugs, putting them on calendars, and more. Shutterfly is one such company. Snapfish and Vistaprint are others to consider. But you can't make a book or a mug until you have the right photo. That's why scanning old photos and scanning pictures to digital needs to come first, and then the creative ways to share them come later. Shop carefully. Photo scanning at first glance looks easy, but don't be fooled. If not done correctly the first time, you'll have to hire another photo scanning service. Do your homework ahead of time to save yourself from making that mistake. Look for customer reviews. Seek out referrals of companies that provide this service on a daily basis and have the correct equipment and knowledge to consistently provide high-quality results. If possible, meet with the business to get a feel for their work and business procedures. Ask how long they've been in the business and how they are better than their competition. I believe you get what you pay for, but some of that is just marketing. Companies should be competitive and charge a fair price for the quality delivered. Get an estimate for the work provided and ask about their guarantee if you're not happy. Summary: scanning old photos is a wise idea if you want to preserve their quality. Decide if you will tackle the project or will delegate it to a dedicated photo scanning service. Dust off your boxes of memories and begin the process of sorting and decluttering. You will never know what memories you'll find until you begin the process. Depending on which route you take, whether it's the do-it-yourself route or hiring a professional video scanning or photo scanning service, turnaround time will vary, but generally, depending on the size of the project, you can expect 21 days or less. Most companies, including ourselves, are usually about 2 weeks. Once you've placed the order, ask for an estimate of time. The time of year might alter that time frame. Like most of our clients tell us, we've had these photos sitting for years, so what's a few more weeks? Contact us for any additional questions you might have. Thank you.